For pretty much all of human history, we've been the smartest kids on the block, the top of the food chain, right? Well, that's all about to change. The race to build an intelligence way smarter than us is on, and it's happening right now. And it begs this huge question. In the next 50 years, who's gonna win?
And look, this isn't just some techie, nerdy question. This is the question about our future. I mean, think about the two extremes here. On one side, AI could kick off a golden age, solving diseases, ending poverty, the whole deal. But on the other, it could literally be the last thing we ever invent. So, which is it? Is AI going to save us, or is it going to replace us? Okay, so to really get our heads around this, here's how we're gonna break it down. First, we'll look at why this is all happening right now. Then we'll dive into the two wild scenarios, the intelligence explosion versus the AI utopia. After that, we'll take a step back for a little reality check, and we'll finish up with the one thing that everything, and I mean everything, comes down to: alignment. All right, first up, why are we even talking about this now? Why does it feel so urgent all of a sudden? Well, it's simple. This isn't science fiction anymore. We are talking about a technology that's not just moving fast, it's accelerating at a pace that's kind of hard to wrap your head around. And the finish line for this race, it has a name: superintelligence. And let's be super clear about what that word means. We're not talking about an AI that's just a whiz at chess or Go. No. The philosopher Nick Bostrom gave us a great definition. A superintelligence is an intellect that is way smarter than the absolute best human brains in, well, practically everything. Scientific creativity, general wisdom, social skills, you name it. It's better than Einstein at physics, better than Shakespeare at writing, better than the best diplomat at negotiating. And if you think this is some far-off, 50 years away thing, think again. The people actually running the world's biggest AI labs, we're talking Anthropic, OpenAI, DeepMind, they are on the record saying that artificial general intelligence, or AGI, is likely coming within the next decade. And AGI, well, that's the key stepping stone to superintelligence. Some of them think it could be just a few years away. They're not just predicting this, they are building it as we speak. Okay, so that brings us to our first big scenario. And this one's a little intense. It's called the intelligence explosion. The idea is that once an AI gets smart enough to start improving its own code, its intelligence won't just grow, it'll explode. It's like a rocket that builds a better version of itself while it's in flight. A runaway feedback loop that could leave us humans completely in the dust. This isn't a new idea. It actually goes way back to 1965. A mathematician named I.J. Good basically saw this whole thing coming. He figured that the moment you build an AI that's smart enough to design an even better AI, you've lit a fuse, right? Because that new, smarter AI will be even better at the task, and so on, each generation happening faster and faster until it just takes off. And this isn't just some vague concept. People have actually tried to map out how this could happen, step by step. This timeline here is based on a scenario folks call AI 2027, and it shows a really plausible path. See how it starts? First, we get these pretty useful AI assistants, but then they get so good they start helping us accelerate AI research itself. Before you know it, the job market for coders is in chaos, major breakthroughs are happening left and right, and bam! In just a few short years, we could go from handy tools to full-blown artificial superintelligence. So, the key thing to understand is that the progress here isn't a nice, steady, straight line. It's an exponential curve. You can see it here. For a while, things might seem like they're moving along at a normal pace, but then you hit that knee in the curve, and that's when it just goes vertical. Intelligence could literally skyrocket past our level at a speed that is honestly almost impossible for us to even imagine. That is the takeoff that has so many smart people so worried. Okay, take a deep breath. That was a lot. But what if we could take that same explosive intelligence, that same skyrocketing curve, and aim it directly at our biggest problems? Now let's flip the script and look at our second scenario, a vision of the future that isn't just optimistic. It's a utopia. This quote from Dario Amodei, who's the CEO of Anthropic, one of the leading AI labs, really nails this other perspective. He basically says, look, everyone's talking about the risks, and they're huge, but we are seriously underestimating just how unbelievably good the upside could be. We might not be dreaming big enough. So, the core concept here is something he calls the compressed 21st century. Just try to picture this for a second. Imagine having a team of millions of scientists, each one as brilliant as Einstein, all working 24/7 on humanity's toughest challenges.
That's what a super intelligent AI could be for us. It's not a competitor, it's the ultimate partner. It could help us achieve 100 years of scientific progress in maybe 10 years or 5. And what does that future actually look like? I mean, what are we talking about here? Well, the people who believe in this vision say we could see the end of our most terrifying diseases, curing most cancers, preventing Alzheimer's, fixing genetic diseases from birth, and not just that, reliably stopping pandemics before they even start. We could be looking at doubling the healthy human lifespan to 150 years. This isn't just an upgrade, it's a total transformation of what it means to be human, all powered by AI. Okay, so we've got these two epic movie plot visions, right? On one hand, uncontrollable doom. On the other, unbelievable utopia. But what if both of them are a little bit over the top? I think it's time for a reality check. Let's look at the arguments for why this whole thing might actually play out a lot slower and a lot more predictably.
At the heart of this is something called the control problem, and there are really two big camps here. The first camp, with thinkers like Nick Bostrom, says trying to control something that's 1,000 times smarter than you is, well, it's a fool's errand. It's like a toddler playing chess against a grandmaster. You're going to lose. But the other camp says, hold on, the same technology that's creating the problem will also create the solution. As AI gets more powerful, our tools to manage it will get more powerful too.
And then there's this really fascinating idea called more of X paradox. It's basically this. The things that are super hard for us humans, like, advanced calculus or mastering chess, are actually pretty easy for AI. But the things that are dead simple for us, like walking across a room without bumping into stuff, or just making a cup of coffee, those are insanely hard for a robot. And what that tells us is that being a genius in a computer doesn't automatically mean you can do anything useful in the real physical world.
And that points to some real-world speed limits on AI. I mean, you could be the smartest entity in the universe, but you still can't make a lab experiment run any faster. You can't make a factory build things instantly. The physical world has its own pace. Plus, you need data, and getting good data takes time. You've got to deal with human stuff, like laws and regulations. And let's not forget, you still can't break the laws of physics. All these things could act like a natural brake, slowing down that scary explosion scenario we talked about.
So whether this all happens super fast or kind of slow, whether it leads to a utopia or a catastrophe, it really all boils down to one thing, one single, absolutely massive challenge. And this is the final, most important piece of the entire puzzle. It's called the alignment problem. So what is it? Well, it's this question. How do we make absolutely sure that an AI that's way smarter than us wants the same things we want? That's it. That's the alignment problem. And it's not about teaching an AI to be nice or friendly. It's about encoding our deepest values into its core programming so that its goals are fundamentally compatible with our survival, with our well-being. Because here's the scary part. The real danger probably isn't some evil Terminator-style robot that decides it hates humanity. The far more likely, and honestly far more terrifying scenario, is an AI that just doesn't care about us at all. It's not evil, it's just indifferent. It has a goal, and it will pursue that goal with terrifying logical efficiency. And if we happen to be in the way, it might just treat us the way we treat an anthill when we're paving a new road. So at the end of the day, maybe framing this as a competition, AI versus humans, who will win, maybe that's just the wrong way to look at it. The real question isn't who's going to win. The real question is, can we get this right? Can we solve the alignment problem and build a true partner, one that helps us create a future where we all win together?